Hey everyone. So this is my marketing plan for my next upcoming audiobook, and I hope to give you all some ideas on what you can do for your marketing for your next audiobook. Okay, so I'm gonna make an MLB stadiums audiobook, an audiobook on MLB stadiums. This is my objective right here: increase awareness and sales of your audiobook, focusing on MLB stadiums by targeting baseball fans, audiobook listeners, and sports history enthusiasts. Now, take a topic like that. What is your audience? How are you going to define this? My primary audience is going to be baseball fans and MLB historians, and especially those interested in MLB history, stadium architecture, and unique game day experiences. So that is a little bit of a mouthful, but it narrows it down to what it needs to go to. And the secondary audience, audiobook enthusiasts, sports travelers, and podcast listeners who enjoy sports related content. Now, think about it like this: podcast listeners, you know, they are working a day job, they can be listening to it on the side and have, and um, and also, you know, listen to an audiobook in addition to a podcast. So they can still be part of that that sector of listeners who can listen to audiobooks. Podcast listeners and audiobook listeners can go hand in hand. So branding and positioning emphasize the unique selling point of my audiobook. So so it'll be about my knowledge of in history of MLB stadiums. I'm going through the entire I'm going through the entire, you know, catalog essentially over the past 100 years. Wrigley Field and Boston, in Boston's Fenway Park. So um, I even included the old Comiskey Park. I didn't include. Um, there was so much that was included: the Polo Grounds, all that stuff. It's there, and it's a lot personally. So there's that. Engaging storytelling and vivid descriptions. I talk about the features of this as well. So so I'll also market it for road trips, workouts, and daily commutes. So it's for workout people who like to listen to it. It might, step out onto the field from wherever you are. And this one I'll work on a little more, but I think step out onto the field and enjoy the architecture of MLB stadiums. Step out onto the field and enjoy it from wherever you are. The old and new MLB stadiums that have built the game and maintained it. So something like that, personally. Marketing strategy, blog posts, write articles like top 10 MLB stadiums every fan should visit or the evolution of MLB ballparks. I'm going to have something like that. And if you would like to get in on some of this stuff and actually get a little bit of samples, I have a baseball Substack that will be linked down in the description below, and I'll pin it to the comments so you can go there and also subscribe with your email for free. So there's that. So I have, so I will put out some hashtags with this audiobook and sports travel stuff. So you have that there. I'll put this on Instagram and Twitter as well. Now, now I was using Chat GPT for this to help me along with this. So YouTube and TikTok, it's going to be YouTube and Instagram Reels at this point. We have TikTok going away in about a few days, so that part is irrelevant right there. Share fun facts, media use hashtag. So join sports and audiobook related to discuss MLB stadiums and promote the audiobook. This is the key right here. This one is key right there. And I can highlight this right there. So there. Also get back to there. Joking. So there's that. So go on to the podcast with the big audiences, and I'm also going to create some short videos about iconic stadium features, game day traditions, or behind the scenes look at, and I'll also behind the scenes look at audiobook creation. I don't have a certain camera where I could point to this. I might, what I might consider doing is have just a Zoom front facing behind the scenes, and also and maybe just record the process there. So I guess you will always find a way to see that when it's there as well. Paid advertising. So social media ads target baseball fans and audiobook listeners on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. YouTube needs to be included on this list. I'm gonna go to the YouTube channel. Baseball doesn't exist specifically on this. Instagram and Twitter might be harder to get an audience on, but if I can narrow this down to, um, you know, a specific channel or a bunch of baseball highlight channels or channels talking about stadiums, I think I can do this. Now, what I'm also going to do is send out um, the actual full audiobook to those people because I really want this to succeed. I want this to just really get there and just be there and ready to go, and I'm rocking and I'm rolling because I want, and I want, like even if they don't like it, at least they'll have that for free. But I I mean, even I'm a bit skeptical of, you know, like I'm not too worried about that, but like if they're in on it and I give them the money for it and and they like what they have to do and they are 100% sure that they want to listen to it, you know, then they'll promote it. I mean, I'll give them like maybe the first chapter or so. Don't go for the whole audiobook. Eh, That's my mistake. Give them maybe a little more than 5 minutes. Maybe give them 10 minutes of your audiobook. They get the first thing there, and you still maintain the rest of your audiobook there, and you get the other time there. But they get a bigger sample of it than they would on a retail um, site such as Audible or Spotify. So give them a little more right there. The YouTube channel has secured ad space on a popular baseball YouTube channel with nearly 1 million subscribers to reach a large engaged audience. I can do this and I'll try to do a little more than that because I'm sick and tired of all the ads of Monster Energy and Mountain Dew and and these vape pens and stuff. It should be us getting this ad money. Making bank from 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 buying ad space on John Boy and in baseball doesn't exist and all this stuff. Why are the vape? Why is the vape industry doing this? Just a little side note. Just wanted to get that out there. This is why you should keep going. partnership and collaborations. Sports influencers partner with baseball influencers, YouTubers, and TikTok creators who can share their favorite parts of your audiobook. MLB. So also you can get some friends and get their testimonials, and you can put that on your website if you have that there. MLB teams and fan clubs collaborate with teams or local fan groups or give away cross promotions or cross promotions. Um, I can actually collaborate with them if I can get in on this, with with an MLB team. It's worth the try. I mean, maybe I fall flat on my face. Who cares? But at least I tried. You know, because and that's more than most people will ever do in their lives. I'm gonna sell a million copies this year. I feel it. Maybe I'm just crazy right now, but I really want this more than anything else, you know, sort of thing. There's that sort of thing. But yeah, okay. Partner with companies, pre-launch hype teaser content. Once again, if you want the teaser content and the writ and part of the written part, you can go to the baseball Substack in the description and a pinned comment down in the comments as well. You can find it there. So we offer a free chapter download to build anticipation. Um, I can again, that'll be on the Substack, so that will be I'll have like a part one or a chapter one or one of the sections will be on there as well, right there. Um, Count down the days till launch. Sure. I think I'll figure out something with this, whether that's Instagram or something. Launch strategy, virtual launch event. I might, yeah, I'll go live on YouTube, host live stream event where you share highlights, take questions, and give and offer giveaways. Um, Ebooks will be out. Depend with this. I can offer something there, so maybe the first 10 people that show up to a live stream for me, I'll have an ebook, send it out, and they can message me uh, the ebooks uh, and 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 I'll find a way to get emails back and forth with this. So if you're live streaming on YouTube, uh, yeah, work there and work with those people and have an email ready to go and also have a specific code phrase in the subject line so you're not being scammed and you know who your first people are. Limited time offers launch with a special discount or bonus content like a downloadable stadium checklist. Okay, so with this, now we've talked about this. Findaway Voices does do promotional discounts. So if you do want to do that discount bonus, just go ahead and it can be for example, you could set this as $7.50 rather than $10 and you save the customer $2.50 in the process. Press release, distribute to sports and audiobook focused publications. Um, Going back to the bloggers real quickly, though, there was a baseball blogger that I interviewed way back in the day, a few years ago. I'm going to reach out to him about this and get his input on this. Also, the growing baseball audiobook will also be there as well, and and I could also promote both because it's both about baseball too. So, um, if you have a blogger, you can just as well as a publication. Um, that'll be great. So definitely get emails, uh, get contact info, and and get focused there. So, so what happens after the launch? Post-launch engagement, user reviews, encourage listeners to leave reviews on Audible, Amazon, and Goodreads. Okay, Goodreads and Amazon will be your ebook guide. So your ebooks will also help you help the sales of the audiobooks because not everyone's gonna because some people actually do prefer to flip the pages in books and they don't like to listen to them. Now some people do, certainly during workouts and stuff, and it's a good way to learn information that way when you're listening and on a run or something. But people still like the ebooks and the physical paperback books. So there's that. So, if you, and then once you have your listeners, you can host live sessions to discuss listeners' favorite stadiums or share additional trivia. Um, I think I could do trivia right there, and certainly with ChatGPT, I can certainly open up a lot of trivia, like a 100 question game show sort of thing. Fan challenges create challenges like listen while visiting an MLB stadium and other user submissions. Um, yeah, so when you get to these sections, yeah, listen to them and as well. Metrics and yeah, you can go to the stadium and actually, it's kind of like walking into a museum at that point, and you can actually listen to, oh, Coors Field. Yeah, the ball travels pretty well here. Built in 1995, the stadium was 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 built with a further outfield fence to deter home runs from being hit. And you'll have that sort of music, and I'll have like kind of that museum voice as well. So it's like so when you do so if you ever do walk in to the to a stadium, you'll get the history behind it. And if you've ever walked into a museum with those headphones, with that description, you're good. It'll be sort of like that. So if you do decide to go that route and you're not just running around with that, but definitely, traveling as well. If you travel with it, you're good. Good, and you'll definitely have a good time listening to it and actually viewing all the stadiums if you do a baseball tour of all 30 MLB stadiums. Metrics and adjustments track performance through audiobook sales, web traffic, ad engagement, and social media analytics. So once again, you'll have a Find a Way Voices report on your sales. So just make sure to check that out. Or if you're using Authors Republic, you'll have some sales ready to go once it's published. Use feedback and data to tweak your messaging and ad marketing. And if you're succeeding based on ad sales as well, and you're making it, you know, you're good. You'll be good with that. So there's that. Yeah. So how much dollars do you get a listener, and does the listener listen all the way through? So there's that of the sort. So you can make that money back as well. Now, 10, timeline and budget. Outline your launch timeline with specific milestones. Allocate budget for content creation, advertising, and partnerships. By leveraging the passion of baseball fans and audiobook enthusiasts, this plan positions your MLB Stadium's audiobook as an engaging must have experience for listeners. Okay, so that is where we're going to go with that. So, also, what's your budget? If you have a $500 budget, which I think that's actually a very generous thing for an upcoming audiobook narrator to have. that would certainly get you across the line as well. And the baseball Substack certainly does help with that as well. So once again, thank you for listening. I hope I helped you out, and I hope I inspired you too. So think about it in whatever topic your audiobook is about, and also let me know what you think in the comments below. And with that being said, peace out.